After a year marked by caution and shifting expectations, mainly caused by rising borrowing costs, many economists believe the Montreal and Canadian housing market could be in for a rebound in 2024. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the facts and I'm going to give you my personal prediction for what I expect to happen this year in 2024. But first, let's roll the intro. Hi everyone, Josh here, and before we start, I just want to remind you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notifications so that I can continue to make more content like this in the future. Many predictions for the real estate market in 2024 are in agreement, and many believe it will be the first real year of rebounding for the Montreal real estate market after 2022 and 2023 were characterized by a cooling market and post-pandemic normalization helped by the quick rise in interest rates. Before we jump into the predictions for 2024 though, let's take a quick minute to review the 2023 real estate market and how it affected buyers and sellers over the past year. Despite 2022's rapid rise in interest rates, 2023 was marked by the resilience of Quebec's real estate resale market. In fact, weak transactional activity did not significantly affect prices over the last year. The year ended with median prices comparable to the levels reached a year earlier, and according to the Centris Real Estate Broker database, the estimated 76,000 sales in 2023 is close to the historical average of the last 20 years. Under the circumstances, the good performance of the resale market in Quebec surprised more than one economist in 2023, as many had predicted large drops in real estate prices. However, I am proud to say I did have a different outlook for 2023, and as predicted in many of my previous videos throughout 2023, despite a lot of naysayers, the market held steady in Montreal and very much stabilized with slight overall increases in prices throughout the year. Believe it or not, it actually remained a slight seller's market in Montreal throughout 2023. This allowed prices to recover ground lost in 2022 and even reach new highs in several regions despite declining transactional activity. Because the market stabilized in 2023, many repeat buyers with substantial equity were able to benefit from more peaceful negotiations, and the market wasn't as high-paced as in previous years. The normalization of the market meant overbidding was greatly reduced, especially in markets most exposed to it during the pandemic. And as for first-time home buyers, they were able to find solutions in order to break into the market. Whether it meant buying a property off the island of Montreal within their budget, getting help from family members, or pulling together with friends, many creative first-time buyers were still able to break into the real estate market. Now that we've had a look back at the real estate market in 2023, let's take a look at the predictions for Montreal real estate and its surrounding areas in 2024 and how this year might prove to be very different. If you're a buyer that has been waiting for lower real estate prices, then you're likely going to have to keep waiting because lower prices are not expected in the coming year. The main reason for the optimistic outlook of the real estate market this coming year is because interest rates are expected to begin a downward cycle against a background of a more marked slowdown of the economy. In fact, decreases in interest rates are widely expected to occur in the second half of 2024. That's largely dependent on forecasts that the Bank of Canada could begin cutting its key interest rate from the current level of 5% as early as the second quarter of this year. The pace at which the interest rates rebalance will also play a big part in the equation. The thing to remember is that the reduction in inflation closer to the target rate will not have been enough to curb the increase in real estate prices for very long due to chronic lack of supply in our real estate market. At the start of this year, an increase in new listings is expected, which will allow the market to benefit from more balanced conditions, similar to how it ended in 2023. For buyers, this will be a good time to enter into the market as there will be more options and opportunities to negotiate. However, this will likely be short-lived as transactional activity should be very reactive to the first announcements of the expected rate cuts, which will lead to a more competitive buying market in the latter half of the year, and this will ultimately lead to a more decisive market upturn. Another factor to consider is that the overall optimism of a stronger 2024 market might incentivize some buyers to jump into the spring market even earlier. The overall optimism will lead many to feel confident that the home they buy today won't be worth less tomorrow, and this will lead a clear path to get back into the real estate housing market. If you are a new buyer looking to buy this coming year, just keep in mind that even if interest rates are expected to start dipping over this coming year, as a buyer, you will have to adapt to the new reality that the days of ultra low rates are over. Overall, according to the QPAREB, in the Montreal real estate market, the median prices of single-family homes and condominiums should see respective gains of 2% and 1% for the year. In my personal opinion, considering there is a high likelihood that the Bank of Canada begins lowering interest rates by mid-year this year, I suspect we'll see a bit higher price growth than what has been forecasted. Many buyers have been sitting on the sidelines for several years, and as the market has stabilized, they won't want to miss the opportunity of getting into the housing market this year before interest rates begin to drop and prices inevitably rise in that case. However, I do believe it will be a slower rise in prices, and it won't be like previous years such as in 2020 or 2021. So based on that, here are my suggestions. If you are a buyer, I would suggest getting into the market earlier than later, simply because if interest rates do in fact start to decline, then demand will begin to increase, making it a more competitive market and ultimately leading to higher prices. Now that the market is pretty much stable, you still have the ability to negotiate on terms and price for most properties, and it could take some more time to find the right property for you. As for sellers, you will likely have an easier time selling your property this year as demand increases, and it will be a good market for those who plan to sell and buy a property in a more balanced market. With that, this video is officially over, and if you made it this far, I want you to let me know below in the comments what is your real estate market prediction for this coming year in 2024. Drop a comment below and let me know. If ever you're looking to buy or sell a property in Montreal or its surrounding areas and have any questions, send me a message or an email and I'll be happy to help. You can actually find my contact information in the drop-down menu right below this video. That's it for this week's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications for more content like this, and I'll catch you next time.